Howdy, this is Wiz, and today I'm going to be talking about Drupal, which is a content management system, a lot like GraphCMS and WordPress, which I talked about last week. But this week I'm going to be covering Drupal. Drupal is another content management system like GraphCMS and like WordPress, and it's quite a bit different from those two. An example case would be a company keeps getting bigger and bigger, and they decide, hey, we can't really use WordPress anymore. We have to manage data a lot better. There has to be a lot more structure to our data. We need more security. We can't keep using WordPress. We keep getting hacked every other week because of SQL injection attacks and stuff like that. Well, that's when you start upgrading to something like Drupal. Drupal offers much more security, and it offers a lot of the same aspects that WordPress has. It's written in PHP, and it has MySQL or MariaDB as its database engine. But the difference between WordPress and Drupal is WordPress was built with blogs in mind. Drupal was built by developers for developers, and it shows in the security level of Drupal. Drupal just has so many layers of security available to it. So when your company keeps growing, when you have more data you got to deal with, that's when you decide it's best to change to Drupal. And I'm going to show you real quick how to add content type and to add some fields to that content type, which is essential when it comes to maintaining data. So first, here's my homepage, but this is basically just a rough case that I did with Drupal. But you want to come up here to structure. Structure takes you to the basically the back end side of it and how you want to manage your data. Go to content types. Here are some content types that I have right now. I've got course, faculty, location, but let's add a new one. I don't think of a great name off my head. Let's call this one campus. So this is the name of our content type, and our content type is basically, it's an entity. It's where the data is stored in. Think of like a table. And in a table, you have obviously elements that make up the table. So what elements make up a campus? How about maybe county, um, size, stuff like that, attributes of a campus. Where is this campus? How big is this campus? Those sorts of things. So let's do this and add campus down here. You can preview before submitting if you want. These are a lot of extra bells and whistles you can do, and add a description. This is about campuses. Like that. Now go to save and manage fields, and now we will be able to add attributes, elements to our campus field, which should be, yes, right here. Let's go to save, content type. There we go. And it appears right here above course, faculty, and location. And I'm going to have to go to add field, and this is basically adding the attributes. So let's make one for location. I'll have text plain. I'll call this county, and leave it like that. The county is the label. This is the name of the attribute, and these are just the extra things attached to it. How many characters are users allowed to add in who have permissions for this? Well, I don't think I'm going to have any counties that are going to reach over 100 characters. And let's just allow one number value. And here's our label again. This is basically finalizing it, and we can add some help text to it. This is the county that the campus resides in. and then you just finalize it. The default value of this field. You can leave this blank, but the default value is basically the value that the fill-in box will be. And this can be pretty useful for number fields if the minimum value or whatever the most likely value is could just be filled in here. We're going to leave it blank for now. And there's the county field that we just added. Really easy to do. It's just about adding a field and choosing the data type and trying to define the entity as best as possible. In this case, it's campus. And there's quite a lot of factors, I imagine, that could go into making a campus entity as thorough as possible attribute-wise to get every piece of possible incoming data into the MySQL database. And yeah, that's basically a short introduction to Drupal. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.